Hey Cancer, what's up? How you doing? It's me, Archer, and it's time to do your next week ahead energy check, seeing what's going on in work, love, and all the above for you. Even though I'm pulling on the current energies at the time of recording this live, it is a timeless reading, so whenever it finds its way into your algorithm and you clicked on it, decide to come and hang out with us here for a little bit, it's perfect timing as always, all right? So, hi, thanks for being here. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, show some love and tap that screen for yourselves because you totally deserve it. Even though Instagram, I still can't get to go live. I don't know why, but it must be a thing. Anyways, that's okay. And if you're here on the channel, Facebook, YouTube, both did updates. So here on YouTube, even if you're subscribed to the channel already, the bells and the notifications aren't going off due to the update to their software. All right, so you just got to make sure you tap the bell and then tap all so you're notified, okay? And please subscribe. The family's working on getting me up to 70,000 subscribers for my birthday on July 7th. I'm one of you guys, all right? So come and be part of the family. We'd love to have you here. There's room at the table, so make it crowded, all right? So let's dig in and see what's going on. What's up, K-Ponef? How you doing? Hey, Jolene. Jolene, please don't take my name. Where's Geraldine at? Hi, Lois. What's up, Melissa? Lori, thanks for coming, guys. Hey, Brandy. All right, let's see what we've got. Tap me in, tune me into Cancer's energy, please, and thank you, God. What do we have for Cancer for the week ahead? Whenever Cancer finds this reading, whatever comes out, I'm going to get the message to you, good, bad, or ugly, or indifferent, because when you're with me, I'm the crystals. I got your back, and I'm your ride or die, so you're protected. All right? So give me everything we got for Cancer. Let's do it to it. What do we have for Cancer? Give me 2 shuffles. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2. You feel kind of like antsy or like anticipating something like go time or something. All right, so let's see what's up with that. Let's love this deck for the crazy cool Cancerians, because Cancer don't want no scrubs, TLC style, unless it's a nurse. What? Huh? I know, right? Over energy is the Page of Wands. So you do feel something coming, because it's the over energy for the week ahead from when you're watching the reading. And yet this is the Page of Wands, something that comes in that you can sing about, like Miriam singing the praise for God, okay? So the anticipation, maybe you're doubting it because you're like, no, there's no way. I'm not going to be happy. I've never been happy. Oh, I love hearing all those tarot readers say, guess what? It's close. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And it never happens. But this time it's your own personal intuition that's energizing. The Fool card to the 7 of Pentacles. A seed that you planted with them is starting to take root and grow for a new start to happen out of the Knight of Pentacles, literally confirming that simply by slowing your roll, it actually starts to pick up momentum with the 8 of Wands and lets you balance things out and start moving forward, okay? And this is a lot of Cancer and Sagittarius energy. And I've been watching Jupiter, which is already now in your sign, and it's happy in Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer, it's exalted there. There is, so, I mean, you're kind of right. There's abundance coming, and you're like, I just been feeling some kind of way, right? You're feeling Jupiter as it enters into your sign. You know how things get weird for you when the moon changes, like a full moon versus a new moon, all right? Because it's your dominant rock. Right? Think of how a big planet as big as Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system. Think of what that does when it moves and changes signs. All right. So you're kind of on point. There is something coming. So you're just like, I'm so used to everything going wrong, Archer. I don't want to get excited. I can understand that. So let's go. Let's start with the current conditions of Cancer. We have the Death card. Told you you're undergoing a transformation right now. That's why you feel some type of way, because you feel like you're almost out of your environment or something. With the Page of Pentacles on the King of Cups, though, you're learning how to adapt to it. Pisces and Virgo energy that leads you in to answer the call of Abraham, okay? 3 of Wands. But see, it does show that you're just feeling like you're torn between 2 choices because you've done your self-love. Remember, I always describe the King of Cups as that energy of turning the cup of love onto yourself. And all that stuff that you've done for so many people over the years, you're actually, either you already are turning that cup of love into yourself with some self-love, or you're learning how to, you know, watching more YouTube videos, self-improvement videos and things like that, you know, that's allowing you to adapt and ascend to another level that it'll let you get past this point of frustration, because it's almost like you're feeling at a crossroads with how to proceed, because you still want to do what's best for everyone involved. You don't want to hurt anybody with the decisions you make, but going forward for the first time in a long time, you're actually doing stuff that benefits you. And you feel selfish for it. You're like, I can't do that. I'm not used to it. It's part of being the cardinal water sign and looking out for your own of those traits, what you want and who you want. That is taking you to a new level of confidence going forward. I like it. Okay. So we'll check it out. Even in the work home front, I think you're trying to elevate there too. I'm not going to give you the standard answer that everybody else does of, oh, wow, more money coming in, right? Yes, every Cancer in the world is getting a raise, right? This actually, what I'm seeing is that it's more on the work front of you feeling like you're not making your worth. And so you're trying to find a different direction of where to go. You'd like to make it into a higher level of management or become your own boss. And you feel like it's become stagnant. And you're like, Archer, I know, right? When I hear those readings, they're like, oh, wow, you're getting more money, Cancer. I'm like, yeah, okay, right. You know that? On this one, though, you actually are going to another level. It results in more money, but it also requires a little bit of work on your part that you've already been starting on. Some of you guys are trying to either find a new job or launch your own business, okay? But maybe you're nervous about unsure how to proceed or nervous that it's not taking off and you're starting to wonder what's the use? Why am I even trying? You know? But we'll find out, okay? Now, let's see what we got over here, starting with the love department, all right? Starting with past person, because you are totally allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want, all right? My title here is just tarot reader, not tarot tell you what to do, all right? Right out of the gate, this person wants to talk to you. 9 of Cups on the Strength card with this Hermit card. This tells me that they are actually, their free will is fighting their blessings. Deep down inside with the 9 of Cups, they want to talk to you. They see you as a blessing. They see you as wish fulfillment. They see you as having it all together. Because when somebody sees you in the 9 of Cups energy, that's them looking at you being like, Cancer's ready. Cancer's all that. Cancer just needs that Ace of Cups, and it's go time for Cancer, okay? But the thing with the Strength card and the Hermit card is telling me that they are fighting the urge to talk to you. They want to talk to you. And with that Strength card and the Hermit card, Leo and Virgo energy, it's that they're stopping themselves for some reason, okay? So we'll find out what that is. Because even God's looking down going, you guys should be talking. Okay, so we'll see what's up. All right, now the new person starting over here. This could be somebody you're involved with, or maybe you're single and you just wonder what's coming in, all right? We got 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, you guys do work well together. Cancer, there's a lot of repeating 8s showing up too. We got the 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Strength card. A lot of repeating 8s and 9s. You're coming into an abundant era. Like 888, that's an angel number of abundance. It does tie to Jupiter coming into your sign. Oh, I think this person is part of Jupiter into Cancer. Now, you've known them since before. Some of you guys might even work together, or there are plans and dreams to work together. But Emperor card on the King of Pentacles shows that this person sees you in a very stable mindset. And maybe what it is just with that Emperor card and the King of Pentacles, I think it's a bit of like them needing to cut out something on their side that is a bit of a mindset or an alteration change, something that gets in the way that puts them into an Emperor energy. Okay, so your person is one of those people that are going through the awakening, all right, that at one point in their life, they were a runner. They were an unawoke Emperor. They might still be, and they've got like one last test to pass to overcome it and then rise into the King of Pentacles Emperor status where they're ready to provide and be part of a mature and stable connection. Something also tells me this person may have money or may come from money. You might not know it. Some of you guys might be crushing on the boss's daughter and not even know it, or you totally know it. Okay. Okay. You got some strong Virgo energy on this reading, but there's heavy duty Pisces too. Leo and Scorpio are hanging out here. You've also got Aries and Sagittarius and more Capricorn, but strong Virgo Pisces. Okay. And with all those 8s and 9s, you or them could definitely be born on the 8th or the 9th, or be a life path number 8 or 9, or in your life year of 9. Okay, the 14th, the 11th, the 31st is here, the 19th, the 3rd, maybe even the 4th or the 14th. Okay, the 11th is showing up too. But let's get in. Let's start with your cards. Holy, see, you're Cancer, slow your roll. You're excited. And Cancer's like, let's go. You know what? I'm proud of you for that. You know what you want. 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys totally want the boss's daughter. What? Or son. You know how I'm a guy. I had to put it in that reference. There's no gender in tarot. Some of you guys are crushing on the boss's son. It's cool. Okay. 8 of Pentacles on this one. See, this person's heavy on your mind, this new person. Okay. Maybe that's even what it is that like something should be further along. But here's the 2 of Swords, which does show a decision. Some of you guys might be feeling the vibe like you've healed. 8 of Pentacles. You've done your shadow work. 8 of Cups on the King of Cups, self-love. You've passed that test and learned the lessons, but you almost still feel bad for moving on from something from the past, right? Ten of Wands came out reversed. It's like you've left the door open for something and you almost feel like it's not fair. All right. But the King of Cups to the King of Cups even confirms with God saying that you're on point. Four of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. You're ready for something new. And my mom, okay, I'm a third generation reader. Mama T was trained by her mama, and then I was trained by her and them, and my Leo Best. It's a thing. But I was always explained that when a past person comes back, Archer, it's not the past person returning in the same energy, because if that were to happen, they would repeat the same cycle with you. Even if a past person comes back when they're ready in a new cycle, it's new love. I'm like, oh, okay. So even for those of you that make a free will decision or a choice to walk away from something or cut it out with the Page of Wands, whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. This is all written in your energetical blueprint. Even the choice you're making right now, for those of you who are grappling with that of like, I don't know if I'm ready or this, it's like God's like, I know you'd feel this way right now. It's just that you're starting to expand and strengthen with Jupiter and Cancer. That's getting you ready to start the new foundation, and find some real love. It's a fresh beginning. Even for those of you that the past person's returning, okay, that you miss your past person, I'm telling to let you know that it's a big order, and that there is still stuff going on behind the scenes, that when they do come back, they're not going to be how you remembered them before. They're going to kind of be more all about you, all right? Because you don't want them to come back the way they were before, right? Because then the same thing would happen. But when they come back like this, it's like go time. And for some of you guys, you just totally are ready for this new love to get going. And the new love, this emperor is dragging their feet, right? And you're like, yeah, let's go. 8 of Pentacles. You both are doing the work, though, for those of you with the new person energy. This is heavy. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Strong water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, too. So you got water and earth showing up with a little bit of fire, okay? It's like a campfire just getting started. You're just getting ready to ignite. Some of you guys might be around a campfire or a bonfire, or might even have a party invite or something coming up. Could be a surprise birthday or party or a community event, HOA block party or something that just involves like a bonfire or camping, okay? The thing is that this here is that you, especially with all the like signs and symbols and things that you've been seeing a lot lately, it's getting to the point with the Hierophant that you're like, what's the purpose of all this? Like, yep. Thank you, God. I see their car. I see the repeating numbers. I see all of that. It's like, it's a lot to process when nothing constantly happens, when you see all the signs, right? And it's gotten you to the point that you get so tired of processing it that you're just like, Archer, right now, love sucks. And you know what? If that wasn't a thing and a part of a way of life, there wouldn't be songs called Love Stinks, right? It happens. Everything is cylindrical. We can go through different cycles, right? But some of you guys might need to stay hydrated a little bit more, okay? And I'm seeing something about a grandfather clock. I don't know if you've got one, or you go to family's house that has it, or they have it, or you do. Something about a grandfather clock might resonate, or maybe you're just tired of that ticking and it's taking forever to happen. The big point on this is things aren't over for you, Cancer. It's just getting started. Jupiter going into your sign is going to expand your own confidence and self-worth to a point that you're going to overcome self-doubt from relationships of the past. You know how those people belittled you and bullied you and put you down? That to the point that you're like, I obviously must be a piece of garbage if this is like, it's totally affected your self-worth, and then you feel bad for cutting them out. God's like, you did it for your own good. You protected yourself, okay? It gives all those people time to go off and learn their lessons that they need to do on their own, so that when some of them come back, which for some of you guys, the friends will come back. You'll hear from some of them again, the ones that do the work and are ready, and then they can go forward in your new timeline. I do see contracts being fulfilled with friends and family, okay? Some of them have served their purpose, but there's those ones that you're like, what about so-and-so? What about so-and-so? You know, I really miss that person, that one friend, there's a reason that person is still prominent in your energy. It's because they are still doing the work and they're going to show back up. All right. As your birthday season approaches, you've got a lot of rewards coming in. That's usually when the biggest transformations in my life happen. 9 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles that leads to the Judgment card and the 6 of Wands. Get ready to be happy again. There is success. It is still written in your energy. It's like I'm not so much just doing an intuitive reading for you, Cancer. I'm looking at your energetical blueprint. I mean, you signed up for this with God, and God's like, here, you want to see the blueprints? I'm like, cool, thank you. You know, that's sort of a vibe. Ace of Swords. You're only one ace away from all 4 aces showing up for you. Told you, birthday wishes. And it's the Ace of Wands. And Cancer, come on, just between you and me, you're allowed a little ego trip. Everybody needs a little ego boost from time to time so we all don't go miserable and depressed, right? Just so you know, even though I haven't seen the Ace of Wands yet, you know there's totally somebody out there that wants to butter your crab legs, right? You don't blush. You know it. You know it's true. Cancer, you leave a lasting impression. You love with your whole being, all right? Whether it's a family member, a friend, or a loved one. Once somebody's been loved by a Cancer, it's really, really hard to replace that, okay? So it's going to get better. That's the biggest part of this, okay? Everything here is that with Jupiter just coming out of Gemini, all that sword energy is what's blocked the abundance of Jupiter from happening, that put us all up in our heads and stressed out. And that's why people have been acting so, like, you know, the people around you just in day-to-day life have been acting like it's a full moon all the time. This full moon that occurred in Sagittarius allowed the sword energy of Gemini to relieve itself. So you're going to feel a breath of relief that now that Jupiter's out of Gemini, it's going to let stuff start to change. And you're going to start noticing little bits of, like, little trinkets, some little manifestations that start happening. Some of you guys already have had little things, right? Those are the appetizers leading up for the main course that is your Six of Wands, your major manifestation, your 10 of Cups, that dream that you have for your future. God is working with you to bring that dream into reality, all right? So even though you feel like it's not happening, it's a big order, but it's still coming in and manifesting, all right? 10 of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. On the Eight of Pentacles shows you put the work in. It gets you all the way to your 10 Pentacles, okay? God's lining little things up. And some of you guys have already noticed little niceties happening, you know, winning a little bit off a scratch-off ticket, or just a compliment for somebody, finding that piece of jewelry you missed or lost, or your keys or something, you know? Little rewards are starting to come in to lead you up to the great big reward. It's like God is saying, you've come so far, Cancer, and you've worked so hard. Don't give up now. You're so close, you know? Even in the work home front, Two of Swords says you feel like work's not working out either. No wonder you kind of want to quit, because it's like you're wanting to try to start something new because the bills might be piling up, money's a little tight. Some of you guys might have done a knee-jerk reaction, cut your nose to spite your face, and you're like, uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't have quit that job so quick. But they ticked you off. You got mad. And by you quitting when you did, you walked out the door and saved a lot of people a Chernobyl accident. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like that. Maybe it's just not taking off for you, or you fear that it can't be done. Okay. It's like I see a 3-year business plan. Maybe some of you guys are starting to get into like digital media. Maybe you've got a channel here on YouTube, or you do social media or content creation, and you can't figure out why some people in your industry, in your field, how their numbers look as good as they do, and why yours don't, that type of a thing. I'm seeing a Cancer that's getting into whatever your company or your industry's version of like SEO is, and customer retention software, things like that, you know? Somebody might even be a motivational speaker or do podcasting. What you might notice, especially for those of you that you've gone to one like tarot channel or a YouTube channel or a Spotify account and you don't get the ads, and you're like, wow, that's really nice that having those. Everything runs in a cycle, even on like this, that some of you guys, like, you know how YouTube has adjusted the algorithms and updated the software where you have to go to all your subscriptions and turn the notifications back on? It's just much like maybe you've gotten one of those texts that are like tells you owe a whole bunch of outstanding road tolls things from the DMV, when you don't even have a DMV in your state, like you have a Secretary of State or something, you know, and you're like, it's a fraud. It's not, this is a fake text. I'm getting rid of that. I'm just deleting it, you know, that kind of a vibe. It's similar to this, that YouTube software, YouTube's algorithms, Spotify has started doing this as well. They've gotten wiser to the spammers and the bullies, the ones that buy views, buy subscribers. They'll get flagged and they'll lose their monetization for a brief period. This will result in no ads on their readings. That's your first clue. And when they're pushing up 5, 6 bajillion subscribers and get 100 views or 100 plays on something, that's letting you know where it's coming from, okay? There is a little bit of lying in the mix, and it's a cutthroat industry. All right, even digital content, it's just like music before and every other form of the entertainment industry. It's a very cutthroat business. But your ability to stay generous and stay true to yourself, all right, and just because of your ability as a Cancer and a Confident, your conscience is strong where you won't do those sort of things. you're growing naturally. In any world of social media, it does require 3 years for things to take ground. And then the biggest transformations happen in the 5 and the 7 years leading up to the 10-year mark that you can retire early. Some of you guys might even be a writer or an artist that you like doing artwork. And in today's industry, it's self-promotion. There's no more editors and publishing companies. J.K. Rowling could be sitting here right now at home, not even writing in the laptop. Maybe you find yourself bored by sitting and being pinned down while you type. You could just be writing it as an audiobook at this point where you record the book right into your cell phone and then just publish it on Kindle as an audiobook. Nobody wants to sit and read books anymore. They got to put their earbuds in while they're driving in their vehicle to go walk on a treadmill. I never understood that because I kind of like just walking around. I mean, I've got my own Planet Fitness membership and I love going, but I also like just walking outside too. It's like, I can literally just start right now, right? The thing is that you're adapting into some of this stuff to adapt with the times and focus in on the energy. That's why you can't get it out of your mind. You only fear it's not going to work because you're doing it right and by the books. God will reward you. God rewards the light workers. You're here to bring peace in whatever it is you do, whether it's a book or a podcast or your art. You spread joy and happiness. God always rewards those people for doing it. It's just getting started here, okay? You might feel like it's been a tower moment in work, especially those of you that may have cut your nose to spite your face or because of layoffs or cutbacks. That's got you in a tower moment of fearing something, okay? I see it taking off. As long as you can hold your own through that, persevere through it, you're destined for greatness in this lifetime. Some of you guys might even have strong Leo and Scorpio in your chart. But on this one, I can see this growth coming. And for those of you even that might be fearing cutbacks or layoffs or even a strike, something like that, where you know your money might be affected, I can actually pull the energies off of this, through that Page of Cups, that whatever the situation is in your work industry on your 9 to 5, is that right at the last minute wire, of course, 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles, it gets resolved before the strikes or before the layoffs. Everything, of course, just magically fixes itself, all right? Kind of like a shutdown being prevented the last possible minute when they're like, oh, they went in at midnight and fixed everything. This very much just like Trump and Elon. That whole thing was planned and scripted too. You know, the two of them were sitting in the White House going, look, I just said you were on the list. That's huge. That's huge. I love it. That's great. Yeah, it's all planned and it is meant to work out. You'll find out just at the last minute why things wind up being all King of Pentacles. Definite confirmation that you and the new person somehow work ties into things, or you're on similar journeys of self-work and stuff like that. Hey, Tiffany, what's up? Hi, Brittany. How you doing, hon? All right, let's get into the love department. Let's go. Because yes, your money will improve, but the details show it will take time, okay? It's not like, oh, wow, you're going to make more money, you know? Okay, let's get into past person, shall we? And thanks for being here, guys. Hope you're having a good day. Hope things are going well. All right, and please subscribe, set the bell to all notifications. I go live weeknights with each individual sign readings live, as well as in all signs, Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And the most recent one's available. So if you want to enter the June giveaway, there's 6 chances to win, and you've got all week to enter. Just use the link in the pinned comment or the link tree to take you over to the most recent all signs, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on that reading, okay? And you're entered. Next Monday, we'll draw the winners. So good luck, Cancer. All right? And actually, Jupiter's in your sign. You don't need luck. You already got the win. It's cool. All right, let's get going forward. Hey, Michael, what up? Thanks for coming by. All right, what's up with the past person? Let's see what we got here. What's up, honey bunny? How you doing, girl? Hey, Rose. From Orlando? Oh, I'm going to be coming to Orlando soon. I'm excited. All right, we have the Magician, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords, on the 10 of Cups. This person totally knows they shot themselves in the foot on their 10 of Cups. Man, this person's having a major realization about you and the fact that you were the one thing that was you were their light in the storm that was their life. You were the one thing that made them happy. When you guys met, they were like rip-roaring depressed. Their life was going nowhere. You were their support, their cheerleader, Leo energy on this. Some of you guys might even be a Cancer Leo cusper, but you energized them. Magician card on the Knight of Cups says they're holding themselves back from reaching out to you because they're like, Archer, it all just happened so fast and it got so passionate and intense that it became a lot to handle. And I got cold feet. Archer, and I ran. I'm a runner, and Cancer took the brunt of it. I loved Cancer, and I was all in, but I didn't know. It's like they got so much Scorpio energy, so much doubt came into their mind of like, what if we try and fail? What if this doesn't work out? What if I'm not ready yet? What if cancer yells at me later? Or what if cancer turns into one of my, they were so scared because of what they've been through that they wound up having to disconnect. They feel so bad, but they just weren't ready yet. It could be an age difference between you two, and you guys met in a very intense, and like neither of you guys even really planned it. Some of you guys could have met online, right? But like you see how you're just stumbling in and they're over there playing the guitar, you know, like maybe somebody is a musician, like a coffee shop guitarist or a street player, or like, yeah, like the ones I saw over the weekend down in Tennessee during CMA Fest. Check out that All Signs. That was cool. That's what I've got planned going on. We're going to do more of those in Nashville, more in Orlando, Michigan. It's getting big. Check out that All Signs too. It's down below in the pinned comment too. It was fun. It was so cool. But this person now, they stuck you in this situationship or third party relationship vibes, whatever it was. They had that Scorpio energy on this Knight of Cups. Tells me they just had way too many mysteries about them, right? And you've been feeling like they're going to reach out lately because they've been re-energizing the cord or the connection between you guys. Page of Swords on the 10 of Cups. They are totally snooping. They're looking at your social media. They've Googled you to see what your status is. I mean, and it's 2025, like no harm, no fault. Everybody's done it at this point, right? Because it's not creepy stalker. It's curiosity of like, is cancer moved on? Would cancer even want to talk to me now? The reason they haven't reached out is because they are so used to, like you guys used to talk about it, where they're like, well, everybody always leaves me. I'm used to it. And then they have to sit back on the sidelines and watch all their past people grow up. This is their test and what they had to go through. They were not supposed to repeat this with you. They were supposed to fall in love with you and leave that cycle behind before this happened. But then they shot themselves in the foot. It was a little bit of a PTSD response to something from the past. Okay. Now, here's another reason why they haven't reached out yet, is because on this one here, it's telling me God's like, please accept the apologies, Cancer. But the reason they haven't yet is because you guys had to go your separate ways for this one, because you love them so much. You're too good. And don't ever change. It's just the expression. Don't change. It's not a fault. We're not critiquing you. This is the compliment, because it's the fact that if you guys had stayed together, they would have never got to experience the full energy of the karma, because you love them. You would have protected them. You would have taken as much of the hit as you could so they didn't experience the true rock bottom. It's because you love them. So you guys had to go your separate ways, because God's like, this person has to experience rock bottom. They have to need you. And what they're going through right now is just that. They're experiencing the karma from like everything in their lives, of how they led you on. And remember, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. That's why it was pulled apart, because God's like, they have to go through this, Cancer, and they will be back. But if you guys stayed together, you'd have protected them from it. The cycle would have kept going, and it would have never progressed into an Ace of Cups, where they come back and do it like in a new place. I hope I'm making sense. It's deep. All right. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, maybe a Virgo, Libra's here, could be a Leo, Cancer energy. Pisces is here, along with Aries and Scorpio, definitely. There's strong Scorpio and Sag here, okay? So Cusper might be too. You're going to be born on the 10th or the 20th. The 30th is here. The 19th, the 9th, maybe the 29th, the 7th, and the 10th are showing up. I'm also seeing the 2nd, okay? And a lot of repeating threes. So like the 3rd, 13th, the 30th, stuff like that. Anything that's got a 3 in it, okay? Somebody was born in 93. Temperance. Hello, Sag. What you up to? What's going on? The Moon card. Oh, you're hiding. Why are you hiding? This person is hiding that they've already made the decision. That's the thing. They are doing the work. Could be full moon in Sagittarius, because there's a full moon on this card and everything too. Strong Sag just took over with a decision. Okay, Aries energy as well. Now, the thing on this is that through all of this here, they have not gotten you off their mind. They've already chose you. The thing is, they're dealing with a lot of shame and a lot of fear. Okay. First of all, it's the shame of what they did and walk away. It takes a lot to be like, hey, I know I told you, Cancer, that I was done with you and you would never see or hear from me again. And it was an awful fight. And that's a lot to come back from them, to reach out and go, hi, what you up to? They're nervous. Okay. They also know that when they send that text, make that call. For some of you guys, they're, especially when you live close to each other. Some of you guys live closer than you think because they wound up having to move closer back to like you for whatever reasons. For some of you, they're going to just show up at your home and just knock on the door. You know, one of those things where they put on their best outfit or they just come over and like, can we talk? You're going to literally look out your window or your peephole on your door and be like, oh my gosh, it's one of those vibes. Okay. And you're right, because you are feeling the energy. They're getting ready to take the action. The moon card is the fears that we have, the fears of the unknown, the fear of what might happen. All right. They're going to override that. That's the only thing. The fear is what's stopping them from taking action. But they will decide to take the action because they're going through what God said they needed to in order to be able to appreciate your love and not take it for granted. They know when they push that send message or make that call or come knock on your door, come on, knock on my door. But anyways, they basically know at that point they're proposing to you. Once they push that send button, it's the rest of your guys' lives together, okay? And they know this. That's the direction that they're coming in. The 10 of Cups shows that you guys are part of each other's plans and destinies, and things are lining up to get you there. I love it. All right. Some of you guys, I'm going to go with the Tarot 101 hyperbole, but it fits for the energy, so I have to call it as I see it. They will totally use your birthday as the reason to start communication. They already want a 2 of Wands, break no contact, and take action. They literally might be like, I need a good reason so Cancer doesn't go off on me. You're not going to go off on them. But they don't know that because of what they're used to. It's their learned behavior. They're used to people going off on them, right? So that's why they're like, Archer, I already know I'm gonna text Cancer on their birthday. I'm gonna call Cancer on their birthday. I've missed so many birthdays already. I'm gonna go and show up for their birthday. I'm gonna bring them a cupcake or something like that. The plan's already in the motion. Right now, they're waiting for the timing. Okay. For some of you guys, they might actually just pop like a tea kettle and just go for it and send it. But you have like a 97% chance of getting that birthday visit this year, and that being the catalyst point. Okay. All right. Maybe this person even just kind of wants to make this one memorable because they know a standard I'm sorry is not going to work. They want it to be like where years and decades from now, you're like, and on my birthday, they showed back up and they were ready and they kissed me and they loved me. And then he kissed me and they were ready to go. All right. The energy is there, okay? Some of you guys may already have the message. If you do, it's safe to proceed. If you haven't gotten it yet, you're going to. The first couple are already getting started. They're the appetizers before all the reunions and everything happens, all right? Give Jupiter and Cancer a few minutes to play out, and you're going to you're going to taste the champagnes, okay? Yes, it is total Olivia Rodrigo. Bad idea, right? I don't know. But it's really, they're currently in Olivia Rodrigo moments right now. They're like, it's a bad idea, right? It's a bad idea, right? It's a bad idea, right? Then your birthday shows up. It's fine. Okay. All right. It's just getting ready to take off. It's like a delayed detonation on the fuse. What? Jet fuel don't melt steel. I know. Let's go. Thanks for being here, guys. I love you guys. Chumba, what up, y'all? Thank you for being here. Jungle Love, how's it going? All right, let's keep going. Let's get into the new person. And if you do want to book a personal reading with me, Cancer, just email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. I offer the one-on-one Zoom readings, traditional private YouTube video links. So whatever you pick, there's even a thrifty little short energy check-in. But just shoot me an email. I'll send you back the pricing and the booking details. I look forward to reading for you. And thank you for your patience. I do respond to all the emails within 24 to 48 hours. So it's just me. I'm pre-production, post-production, and in front of the camera. So thanks for hanging in there. But I do return my emails, so I will write back. All right. And remember, all the safe-to-click links so you can avoid the scammers and all that, the ones that are posting comments on all these channels about stuff like this amazing book changed my life, right? The real links, the safe-to-click Archer links are all in the Archer Astrology link tree that are pinned in my bio, or you can access them from scanning this QR code here or using the pinned comment down below. And thank you for letting me have that minute to self-promote myself. That really helps. I appreciate it. New person's ready to talk. Strength card. Could be dealing with a Leo. I'm a Cancer. I know to watch the Leo. What are you doing, Leo? Sit down. Oh, you're sitting down. This person's humbled themselves already. So this person's been through a great dark night of the soul and awakening just like you, or they currently are going through one. Because they do have one thing that might be a little bit of something holding them back. One kind of a little, a flaw in the slaw in their energy. 3 of Wands, they know they want to with the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. Some of you guys might live together or they moved out and regret it. Okay, there is a change of housing status. Okay, I think as a result, or maybe some of you guys, you moved in together to try it and it didn't work because, like, straight up, there might have been a little, like, we jumped in awful fast. You know, you're 3 months in or that, and you're like, we're going to move in together. And then it's like, oh my gosh, we can't coexist. This is not working out the way I thought it was, because there's a lot of blending of energies. Okay. So the thing is, it's like you like them, you like where this could go, but there's something on their side that keeps slowing the progress, that they're like, they're battling with some inner demons on the Eight of Swords. Look at them at home right now, looking out the window. I wish Cancer was here. I wish Cancer, I need Cancer's help. Dear God, can you please let Cancer know I need their help? This person is just crying out for someone. Okay. It's whatever this inner demon is. It's like, it's what makes you think that they're not interested or fronting. But I don't see that, Cancer. Either you guys tried to live together, do live together, or they want to. They see you as something like viable. Eight of Wands. There's a Three of Swords energy. It's not a person, but remember, the Three of Swords can be a noun. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be, the Three of Swords can represent like a work schedule. Maybe you guys work different shifts, or one of you does work, the other doesn't, or, you know, like one of you's trying to sleep while the other one's getting ready for work. You know, it can be things like still healing from the past, and this person had a little PTSD moment where they thought you were going to do to them what an ex was, or vice versa. But it can be, for some of you guys, it could be a vice. Fool card. Yeah, maybe it could be, maybe like, it could be a gambling addiction, or maybe a drinking addiction for some of you guys. There's some kind of a Three of Swords energy that at the moment they had to like kind of, they chose it over you because they have been praying for you, but they're kind of sitting there being like, Archer, I didn't know God would provide so quick. So you two are very powerful manifestors. Y'all didn't plan to meet. You guys, it wasn't in the cards at the time, but then all of a sudden it was. So there's something that they had to overcome in order to proceed and move forward. And it's all according to God's plan on the High Priestess, right? The thing on this is that the silence between you guys is, the silence is what makes you think that they're not making you a priority, right? Okay, maybe this person went through a divorce, or you did, the past, the bitter breakups, all right? There was a lot of healing work to get done. You guys are both very precious cargo who've been through a lot, right? One little thing can set this off. That might mean more work needed, but you guys are doing it. You're both in the Eight of Pentacles. So it's going on. It's still happening right now. It's kind of like the silence between you guys. Just it's not that they're not making you a priority. It's that there's something that's really got a hold on them. Okay. And that one thing is something that they're working through. I'm going to tell you what, you don't suspect it, Cancer, because you know what? Nobody in your past has really ever done this, where nobody's ever been willing to change for you, right? They've always tried to change you for them. You know, don't do this. Don't talk to me like this. Don't text me like this. Hey, PG, what up, girl? Hey, Jen, how's it going? But what's up, Chumba? I know I said hi again. I just wanted to say hi again. But this person's not like that. This person's been treated that same way too. This person right now, Eight of Pentacles on the Eight of Swords with those repeating eights, are telling me that they actually are doing the work, because they're like, I don't want to lose Cancer. I know they're not letting it show. They think they can beat this inner demon overnight. And it's actually a process that you guys were called into each other's lives so that both of you could beat these last little inner demons of your own together. Maybe for you, it's getting your confidence up. And for them, it's kicking a habit. Okay? Something like that. Whatever that is. For some of you, maybe 3 to 4% of you, they may still be in a relationship, okay, or a marriage that's already long dead, cold, and over. One way or another, something God is lining up, puts in place, that you guys wind up either moving together or moving in together. This could be somebody loses a home, loses an apartment, or like, I don't know, divorce, money, something. And like something that starts out as, look, I just need to stay with you while I get my bearings, winds up they never leave again, okay? It's like you guys are just at different places right now. Star card to the Sun card, Aquarius and Leo energy. Maybe you guys live at a distance and you met online, and it's like, how do we close this distance? And this is what got in the way of like, well, it's not going anywhere because we can't interact this far apart, and that long distance relationships are a lot, but are totally doable. All right. Whatever this is, the patterns, the routines, there's adjustments going on both sides. And that like, even at the moment you're not talking, little to no contact, small texts and stuff, no emotions, you know. I just love okay text. I always laugh when somebody just texts back, okay. I'm like, You in no way mean okay. So I'm just going to wait until you tell me the real response you wanted to send. I'll be here, no problema, right? This person here in the star card, this could, for some of you, be a really odd reason. Maybe they literally left their cell phone somewhere or had it stolen. Or if money's a factor, they couldn't pay the cell phone bill. And like, you think you're blocked, the cell phone's turned off because whatever they're going through has kind of cost them more than just you. Okay? There's something here that God's like, oh my gosh, you guys already met. You guys were supposed to finish this first. All right? And you're there. You're still helping them. That's why, that's why the dreams keep showing up, the thoughts. That's why you get so tired. Some of the intuitive dreams you've got are kind of really, really loving. They're having those dreams too. It's a very intense energy. So this is something between you guys strong. Now, the thing is some of you guys actually feel kind of bad for being so blunt, right? Maybe you've got Leo in your chart, or you're a Leo energy, or cusper even. Could be dealing with a Leo. Maybe a Pisces or a Gemini. Virgo is here, Sagittarius, Aries too. Pretty strong Sag and Pisces though. But we've got pretty heavy duty Aquarius though. Literally, this person, they're going to reach out. See them reaching for you because you're their light. Look at you, like, see their hand coming into the card. So they're going to be reaching out to you because, you know, don't feel so bad, because even what you did, for those of you who had to cut them out or had to put them in their place because of what was going on, even God is saying, Cancer, that was meant to happen that way. Everything going on right now, you did nothing wrong, because everything you said and did happened, even to the fact of why you were brought into this person's life, because Cancer, they wished for you too. At one point, they said, I want, and everything they described is you. They called you in. You're a bit of a blessing for them. It also involves a very major work to cut out this, like that one little thing. So the big thing on this is that for them to manifest their dreams requires a major change on their part, just like it did for you. And you've done the work. Hey, Abigail. What up, Nancy? Miss you too. They're doing the work. Okay, you're a little further along in the journey, and that's why you run your life. You're Eight of Pentacles. On the Eight of Pentacles, you guys are helping each other. You are guiding them right into your arms on this one. They can beat this. And the biggest thing on this is that it's giving you guys both time to adjust, because, come on, straight up, cross watchers, earmuffs. Isn't it a little weird when they started like they took over one side of your bed, or you guys start talking and now you have to text them good morning, and it's like it's an adjustment, isn't it? You're like, whoa, I haven't done this in a while. This is kind of fun, but it's a lot. Hi, cross watcher. So yeah, I totally get it. You guys are both processing and adjusting to what it's going to be like to be in a real relationship. That's why it's so weird and freaky. You guys both, straight up, you guys both expect this to go the same way every past relationship had. This is the one that actually does go the distance, and you guys are both coming to reality and processing. They're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be together forever. You guys can overcome this, okay? It's a big deal. You're both at an exploratory point at this moment. Just making the adjustments needed on both sides in both lives to allow the relationship to get off the ground the right way, the way it should. It's still going on, all right? This ain't over. It's just getting started, and it's going to get more exciting with the Eight of Wands to the forward movement, and it's all in your divine blueprint to happen. I love it for you, Cancer. Claim this thing down in the comments, all right? I knew it. This person's totally going to beat the devil energy. Toby don't stand a chance. Look at the vices they got to get over. The gambling, there's the booze. You got the demons on the shoulders. Oh, yeah. You guys got this. You can beat Toby to his own game. That's my real laugh. I love reading for you, Cancer. What in the world made me not just put this down and tell you to like the reading or you do the sign off? Saved by the Bell, the Hail Mary pass comes in with the Ace of Wands. Look at what happens when this person beats Toby. The Ace of Wands, all four aces show up at the last minute. Just when you think it's not happening and it's over and it's not going to happen, whether it's the past person or the new person, the fourth ace shows up and you get your crab legs buttered. Love sucks. No, not any. What? Stop. Oh my God, put the card down. That was a totally different version of Love Sucks that is not fitted for this channel. I cannot with you, Cancer, but I totally could if you want. No, stop it. Hush. What? Squirrel. Cancer. All four aces. Claim this reading. You know the usual. Put your wish down below. If you think blowing out the candles on your birthday cake is going to be a wish granted, this reading's the wish granted. So even if you just want to leave an emoji and keep your private life private, God knows what your wish is. with all four aces, claim this reading and make it happen. Put your wish or your emoji down in the comments so I can work with you and the fam can work with you, and we will manifest it and make it happen. Make your wish, Cancer. You deserve it. Happy early birthday. Oh, God, your birthday is going to be epic. It's so cool. I love it for you. And remember, too, this will resonate to any placement of Cancer in your chart, okay? Because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes this person want to butter your crab legs. Stop it. I cannot. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Let's just super chat. Thank you for being here, guys. Subscribe, set the bell, check out the link tree. Hey, Punky. Hey, Tammy. What up, hon? How you doing? What's up, Alyssa? Hey, Caitlin. You are not old. You've got so many lifetimes left on your grand scale. You might be old in this lifetime, but you are a young soul. You're looking good. Don't you worry about it a bit, Fierce. You're looking good, Fierce 22. You're 50 years old, but your soul is 22. That's why you picked 22 for the name. There was a reason. All right, let's keep going. You think it's just your birthday. It's not. Okay, let's super chat. See, you're a 22-year-old. See, that's why you look 30, because you might be 50 here, but your soul's 22, and they kind of balance each other out like integers. Looking good, girl. 50 is the new 20. It's the way it goes. All right, let's dig in. Give me a little super chats. I'm going to go over to the fan funding tab. And I'll be back for Leo and Virgo. They're coming up too, so there's a couple more super chats and stuff going around. Pop. Okay, let's super chat. And thank you guys for the donations too. You guys are awesome sauce. I just love you guys. All right, it's Vaughn. I'm going to get all the names right. I don't know what was up yesterday. I think that was that Jupiter getting into Cancer was hitting me where I'm like, it's Vaughn, you're Roano, and I had all the names jacked up. It was bad. All right, it's Vaughn. Is my Virgo friend or frenemy? All right, let's find out. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the Magician, and the Fool card. You're okay. Yeah, Virgo is a friend. The thing is, because of how young and immature they act, you think they're out to get you, or like their stuff is like they're prying for information, but they're really just trying to make small talk. So no, Virgo is a cool friend. Nothing to fear on this one. Magician of the Fool card. Virgo just acts like a goofball half the time, and that's why you're like, I don't know if he's all right. He might. You're like, Archer. He's just. It's his own quirks, but he's not friend of me. He's not out to get you. He actually would be the one that would stick up for you if that other friend of yours actually did something. You know, that Scorpio, Virgo would actually be the one that defended you. Okay. But no, you don't have to worry about Virgo. But I wonder what that Scorpio vibe was. That's the only one to worry about. Death card. Oh, no. Okay. Harmless. Okay. So you got a Scorpio that's jealous of your success in your life, but they're just going to mope about it internally. You'll never know. They'll never do anything. Okay, cool. All right. Sage Moon Gem. Beep, beep. What up, baby? You can drive my car. Bum, 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 bum. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Doom, 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 doom. I love Paul's bass line in that song. 3 of Swords to the 4 of Wands, the Hermit card on the 5 of Swords. Okay, Capricorn is realizing, okay, whatever the just traditional plain English. Okay, in spiritual talk, Capricorn is realizing that you guys are like twin flames and you got this deep connection. In real life, Capricorn is just kind of realizing that you're kind of the one they want to be with. That everything about you that frustrates them is also the stuff they incredibly love about you. Okay? Hermit card on the 5 of Swords. Even though you don't notice it with the 7 of Wands that he's a little closed off and protected, the current feelings are how do I break no contact? How do I reach out? All right, you're gonna get a text message. And it's not going to have proper spelling or anything like that because he thinks he's backspacing and he accidentally, you know, how convenient that they put the delete key right above the return key on the phone. All right, right? He's going to be a little anxious and he's going to miss the backspace key and hit the return. So you're going to get a like, hey, how you doing? You'll be like, what? But I think that's what's going to happen. God's kind of helping with that one for you. Okay. Randy, what up, Randy? How's it going? Okay, will she take any action or continue avoiding the relationship? Will she take any action or continue avoiding the relationship? Whoa. 3 of Pentacles to the Hierophant. She will. She will. She's working on it. That's the thing, the Hierophant. She's trying to clear her head and come to a better understanding so she can take action. The 9 of Swords shows that even though she hasn't done it yet, it's still something approaching. 9 of Swords is Gemini energy. You've got the potential with the 10 of Wands for her to put the burdens down before the end of Gemini season. Yeah. I'm putting this at an 88% chance. No, I'm putting it at an 89%. Actually, I want to give it 93% because the 9 and the 3 is here. Is it 93% chance of hearing from her before the end of Gemini season? Page of Cups. That'd be a yup. I think it's close to the changeover. It's going to be, you will hear from her. Okay. It's going to be something that we would call like a Gemini Cancer cusper. So it might be like the 19th, the 20th, right borderline to the 21st, but it's the 4 of Wands. So you'll be happy on it. You got some serious potential. All right. Okay. Shelly, what do I need to know about Adam? What does Shelly need to know about Adam? Let's find out. What does Shelly need to know about Adam? Whoa. Jeez almighty. The cards are so energized today. It's cool. Oh my word. Okay, this part here tells me that Adam's putting an end to the player ways. You know how he was, not that he's entertaining other options in a relationship status, but just the flirtiness. You can't keep flirting with everybody when you're involved with somebody. So God's like, we're so sorry. He had to end that part of his life out. Okay, he is undergoing a trance. He's going to be slow to proceed and cautious because he's unsure of how to be like this. It's telling me that he's finished his healing journey, but there may still be things that you would perceive as red flags of like, uh-oh, he's a runner. He's getting ready to run. And it's not that. It's kind of the vibes of somebody that gives up smoking, but maybe some of their clothes still has the odor on it or something. But he's good and safe to proceed. But due to things he does or his micro expressions, you may think that he's going to run or he's going to cheat. It's not that. It's just that he's recently healed. So he's still got that new person smell, new car smell. That, all right. So it's safe to proceed. It's that awkwardness of like, okay, this car is driving too nice. It's gonna go back to the dealership. I know it, but it's okay on this one. You might just pull some flags or vibes. That's what you need to know is the stuff that you might think's dangerous. It's a little bit of odor left on his shirts. Okay. Stephanie, what up, Stephanie? Let's see. What do we have for Stephanie? Energy check on Taurus. Did I scare him off? All right, let's see. Did I scare him off? Oh, well, Queen of Cups. No. Yeah, the 9 of Wands and it's backwards. It's reversed. No. You didn't scare him off at all. The thing is, you just kind of threw him off. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. He's like, no. Stephanie didn't scare me. I'm not sure how to respond just yet. I can't tell if she's mad. Is she flirting? Did she call me out? Like, he's like, it's like, I don't know how to respond. I'm not sure. You know, it's like the girl he's crushing on made a post online and he doesn't know how to, like, should I reply back that, oh my gosh, you're gorgeous, or like, wow, good job, or like, yeah, or just send an emoji. He's like, Archer, I'm not scared. I don't know how to respond yet. And I'm afraid if I go the wrong route, I might like put her off. Like maybe like, I don't know, maybe Taurus is nervous or a little bit that like you called him out or asked him to make a choice and he makes a comment back about like, well, as long as you look, he's afraid he takes the wrong approach or he took it out of context. Okay. If you don't hear anything back from him by tomorrow, okay, give him tonight to try to come. Let's just see which route he takes. If not, I'm being told tomorrow you can totally send a new message or kind of like restart or re-energize the conversation. Okay. And Jazzy, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jazz. July 16th. Empress card. You are going to get a present for your birthday that you do not even suspect. And it's the 4 of Swords, somebody who's been out in the cold. It's the Cancer reading for the King of Wands, Jazzy. You will get the happy birthday text that starts things off. You're on the docket. I love it. All right. Thank you, guys. I love you guys for the super chats. And thank Cancer for letting me read for you as well. And God, thank you for the messages for Cancer, their person, and the super chatters as well. All right. So until next time, Cancer, check out all the safe to click links in the link tree. Pinned in bio, QR code here on YouTube or the pinned comment. And that'll give you some neat stuff to check out in the upcoming events and that too. Otherwise, until next time, I'll see you later. And I love you, Cancer. Peace and love. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot, which is your major arcana, which confirmation that you totally got this.